we are now close to the end of proceedings today, but before we go, I'd like to invite back up on stage Emma Marcegaglia, the President of Business Europe, our host today, just to come and have a chat with me and give me her impressions of the day. Emma, you've sat there listening to every word that's been said, and I just wondered, what for you are the most important messages that come out of today's discussions?
Well, first of all, I was very happy because we had a lot of persons staying here all day. And thank you also for suffering the cold weather. But as Marcus said, I think we contribute to energy efficiency. We contribute to achieve the minus 40% target in CO2 emission. No, so I'm kidding. But first of all, I really appreciate the participation and having here all our president of the member association, the sectorial association, also the participation when you pose questions. So this was very important for me. The other thing, I think that our aim was to deliver a strong message, I think, in the right moment, in the critical moment. All the commission, all the people who came here said this is the right moment. Our message was very clear: industry matters. We want a real competitive policy, strong competitive policy. We want to participate. We want to speak up. We want to be very strong on this point. We want to say very clearly that, yes, we are willing to do our job, but the business as usual strategy actually is not even an option. We need change. We don't like this idea of always imposing tax and levies on companies. We really want a pro-competitive agenda. And as we said also, this is the right moment, the critical moment. We have 2 months before the end of this term of the Commission, the Parliament. We have the Council of March, which is very important. And there we really need and we want some delivery, some decision, strong decision on some points. As you understand very clearly, I think we all have more or less the same idea of what we need to do. The real problem in Europe is to delivery, is to transform these very nice sentences into action, into concrete action. So what we want to say very clearly that in the Council of March, we expect a strong decision on some points. First of all, on climate and energy, we said it very clearly. Mr. Oettinger said it very clearly. We want to contribute to climate, but we want a better balance between climate, cost of energy, cost of gas, and security in energy. The minus 40% for us is very difficult, but we can consider it affordable if there is a global agreement on this. So we will work for that. We will strongly work for that. But we really want that in the Council of March, this has been, we want a very strong link between the global agreement and these goals of minus 40%. The second point is very clear. We want in March an industrial compact, a clear one. I think what Mr. Schulz said is very clear. We don't believe that in Europe we can have only engineer. We want in Europe to be able to produce. We want plants that produce products, things, and services. So we want a very clear industrial compact with clear aims. We give these 7 policy recommendations, and also we want some change in governance because, as we said before, we want actions. We want really that the centers become action, so we really need also a change in governance. Third thing that we want in the Council of March is about banking union. Banking union is very important. We still are suffering of financial market fragmentation. Some of the peripheral countries are suffering of a very strong credit crunch. So we really think that banking union is very important, and we want that the Council of March decide on banking union. We want a strong decision before the end of this mandate of the Parliament and the Commission. And final, what we talk now, the TTIP. The TTIP, the transatlantic, is very important for us. Everything has already been said, but we really think that this is not an option. It's a must. We have to conclude this. It's very important. And I really agree on what Commissioner de Gucht said. we need to speak up as business. We need to explain very clearly, not only to the business people, but because we know, but to the people that the transatlantic can be very useful also for them. So we have also to show concrete story of success, maybe saying that if a small medium enterprise can export more in the US, maybe this small medium enterprise can create new jobs, you know, really concrete things. We have to speak up, we have to be very vocal. As Business Europe, we decided to do this. We will do it not only in Brussels, but the idea is also with our federation, maybe to go to some capitals where the problem is more critical, to try to explain together with, of course, our national association, the importance of this. So this is more or less what we try to do. In the next week, in the next days, and in the next weeks, we will be strong watchdog, because we really want this. This is the time to have delivery on this point. You have seen also in the panels that our people are willing to invest. A lot of our president here said, I'm willing, we believe in Europe, we are ready to invest. So if there are the good environment, if there is the good framework, the entrepreneurs, the business people are ready to believe in Europe, are ready to believe, to make investment, to create jobs. But now we really need this new framework, we really need this strong change. So we will work for that. We are optimistic, but we really want to see things change. So this is what we try to do today. We will work very strong together with other associations. I want to really thanks very much all the people who are here, our member association who work very strongly with us. I want also to thank you very much for the good job that we have done today. And so we work together. We are ready to be very strong, to speak up, to be very vocal, because we believe in Europe, but we want change. So this is our job.
Thank you very much. So to sum it up, if I was to say your 3 priorities for the summit, your message to them would be delivery, delivery, and delivery.
Exactly.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, will you join me in thanking Emma very much, not just for that, but for the whole day? And it only remains for me to add my thanks to all of our speakers today, to our keynote speakers, to our panelists, to Marcus Beira and to the team, and to everybody who's been involved in organizing this event. It's been tremendously hard work, but I think you'll agree very much worthwhile. But most of all, to add my thanks to Emma's, to you all for coming. And we have an expression in English which is to sing for your supper. Well, we're not going to give you supper. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but many of you have sung from the audience, so your reward comes now. We would like to invite you to join us outside of the conference room for cocktails if you can stay. So thank you all very much, and a safe journey home when you leave us. Thank you.